All right. Good morning. Good morning. What's happening? How we doing today? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, Edge Live. All you guys. What's happening? Who's on today? Let's see who makes the first comment. Day 487 or 8, I think. I have to do the math. High 470s, 480s, closing in on 500 days in a row. Have to do something special that day, I guess. Jameson Griffin, how are you, buddy? Good to see you in here first this morning. Yeah, what's happening? Got a bunch of people jumping on a beautiful day here in Benedict, Maine. The road is clearing up slowly, but it has been a mess of mud and potholes. So got these little things that jump out. We call it whack-a-mole, like the frost coming out of the dirt road is interesting. So I drive over them, try to do my part to smooth them out. So, good morning, Sherry and John and Rachel. How are you guys? What's happening? Yeah, glad to see you doing great. Yeah, we if you saw, Wendy's been doing a reel every day of what we accomplish at the house that we're working on. And yesterday we tore out the hey Jubal, what's happening? We tore out I'm gonna call it a sunroom, but it was really just an area built after the deck that had so many things wrong with it. They try to channel water away from the house with like a rubber membrane, and it just frankly, it was a shit show. So we got it out of there. The kind of work you do with a mask on, for sure. And we worked great. I did the most of the demo, and Wendy just kept hauling stuff away. If I hadn't had her there to haul stuff away, I'd still be doing it. So now we're teed up, ready for removal today of all the stuff once we get our second dumpster in place, and we'll have that rolling. And today's going to be another outside day because it's beautiful. So we try to get outside when we can. It's never a shortage of projects to do there, so we can pick and choose. But good morning, Matt Blood. How are you, buddy? Jess Novak is here. Good morning to you. Yeah. So, but we are sufficiently beaten up. Only have 2 puncture wounds, 3 actually, 2 nails to the foot, 1 to the palm. Nothing deep though, just enough to get your attention. So, is tractor envy a real thing? Asking for a friend. Yeah. Oh man, the guy that sold it to us at the dealership, who happens to be a son of a good friend of ours, and he called one day and he said, "I don't think you're going to be happy with the one that you selected. I'm not trying to upsell you, but I think that you're going to grow out of it quickly and need a little bit more horsepower." So it wasn't that much of a jump. So we took the jump and got a bigger one, and I'm glad we did. So it'll be good for all the the homeowner stuff that I do over the years, plowing the driveway and just keeping the field mowed and all the stuff, lifting heavy stuff. So now my default answer to everything is, hang on, let me get the tractor. Back up in the driveway with groceries. Hang on, let me grab the tractor. Got to do some laundry. Hey, hang on, let me just grab that tractor. I'll take care of that. So Dave says, place is already coming together. Haven't even owned it for a week. Yeah. We told the dumpster company to come back and pick the dumpster up in 2 weeks, and that was 2 days. So flipping pancakes. Yeah. Anyway, we're on it. We're tired, but we're working through a bottle of Advil on the daily. So it's all good. I'm learning to be more patient, which is not one of my virtues. But I'm trying, because frankly, I'd like to get the whole thing done in a day or in a week, but that's just not how it works. So as I was staggering up over the hill and we were walking back around the house yesterday, I said to Wendy, there's just no shortage of projects around here where you can absolutely just trash yourself in a day in 8 hours. So yeah, good morning, Matt Moore and Kevin Hawthorne. Yeah. Hang on, let me get the tractor. Right, got an acronym for that already. Yeah. This Rachel. We do laugh about it. There's been some tense moments, but it's mostly like kind of order of operations things where, like, and I flat out told her the other day. I said I'd we could tear that sunroom out. But I for me, it doesn't. You've heard me say, what moves the needle, right? And so I'm trying to focus on what makes the boat go faster. In other words, what gets us in sooner. However, a day in the big scheme of things isn't a big deal, and also that was kind of an exposure there with the mold and stuff down there that needed to go and needed to go fast. So I said to Wendy, I said, we disagree. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna, it doesn't mean that we're not gonna come together and do what you want to do or what I want to do. We're gonna do something. And we're both pulling on the same end of the rope. So we kind of have a little bit of yeah, you know, pre-work day meeting, so to speak. It usually happens before the live, like what's today look like. So today, hopefully we'll get the second dumpster early, and then we've got a while we got all the vinyl, all the windows, all the framing, and all the really crappy framing and drywall. And then there's one more pile, like 7-8 bags of old insulation that's got to get out of there. So so up and over the hill and around and into the dumpster. That'll take a while. And I've got what used to be 2 bedrooms is now 1. I got 2 piles of stuff, and they have those old ceiling tiles, the 8x8 stuff that just you can just pull off with your hand. So we nuked that the other day too. So those got to get cleaned out. So we got a half a day of just moving stuff around with the tractor. So anyway, yeah. So we do laugh about it, and I am learning to be a little more patient. Like this, I mean, other than the renovation we did at camp, the addition that we did at camp back in 08, this is probably the largest hands-on reno type thing that I've taken on basically on my own or on our own. So we've got a plumber and electrician, but everything else is pretty well being done by us. So anyway, well, that was more of a shakedown than I thought I was going to give you on the project, but you guys seem interested, so I'll let you know. But yeah, we're working through it, and it's the good news is we got a great view the whole time we're doing it. So anyway, day 9 though here of closing that accountability gap, right? Talk about stacking the days today, right? And that's honestly what I just got done talking about. We just keep making progress every day, and that's really what it's all about. Yeah, putting the skills to use. Matthew Padron, good to see you, brother. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, right. I pressed on the sheathing yesterday rather aggressively to push it out from the studs, and somebody had driven I don't know, it might have been a siding nail through or something, but I was like, oh, it went right through the glove, and I could just feel it go in my hand. I'm like, and then I heard Wendy, hey, how's that? Is that tetanus shot up to date? I said, yeah, I'm good. Give me the hammer. She's learned that, we were taking down the bunk beds. They left a bunch of furniture in there, and some of it was decent. Some of it needed to just come apart. And there was this bunk or trundle type of bed that probably cost a fair amount of money to somebody at one point, but it was of no use to us. We weren't moving it. Nobody, was taking it. And I was like, all right. And I had the hammer right there. And she's like, should I do you want me to get the Allen wrench? I just looked at her and I said, you got 2 choices. You can stay nearby and maybe catch some sort of shrapnel, or you can move just outside the door where it's safe. She goes, okay, I think I understand what's about to happen. And down went the trundle bed or the whatever it was. And there's been a few of those kinds of things. And so it's good. Hey, Bill, you're finally here, so we're going to get started. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's 8. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, guys, you don't need a breakthrough, okay? You need to stack some days, all right? Just need to stack more good days, okay? Because success isn't built in one moment, right? It's built one day at a time. I feel like I could build a whole 10-day series around this project that we're doing. As we just sat down there at the end of the day yesterday, I said, "Did we make progress?" Yeah, we made a lot of progress. Yeah, yeah, Josh. How about the sorted stacks of debris? You can tell who the detail person is. She went and grabbed lunch and let the dogs out yesterday, and Came back and I said, it's going to be a mess when you get back because I'm staying in demo mode. So she got it squared away. But yeah, she works very efficiently that way. So um yeah, guys, over the last 8 days, we've talked about clarity and cadence and scorecards and standards and taking action and making sure your environment is aligned, right? And accountability. Josh, I could have used you, buddy. We can kind of simplify all that stuff into stacking the days, right? We're just looking for small wins every day. Like, unfortunately, most people are looking for that big break, that big impact point, the perfect plan, or like that massive leap, that one big, swing that's going to be the home run, right? And that's just not how it works. They overthink, they wait, they delay, they don't move when they should. Instead of just executing today and just saying, I'm going to take today and I'm going to stack it on yesterday. And tomorrow we're going to stack that on today. Okay. Just stacking the days just means you win today. Then you win tomorrow. It doesn't have to be sexy, right? Then just do it again. Sometimes it's just about running the play and doing the things that already work. Not perfectly, just consistent. Okay. Just consistent. Get something done. And, ask yourself, what does a win look like? For me, what I feel like a win is that, in business, hey, you followed up with the leads. You stuck to your cadence. You hit your standards. You can check the box. Did I live according to my standard today? You did what you said you were going to do. That kind of stuff. That's a win. Okay. And you get some momentum from that. When you stack enough of those good days, momentum shows up. Boom. Right? Wow. We feel like we got some momentum. It didn't arrive and then we got going. And once that momentum shows up, everything gets a little bit easier. It just becomes a habit, becomes innate. It's for the last, I don't know, 28 days or so, I've started my day by just grabbing one of these and getting down on the floor and doing my back exercise. I call them my back exercises, but they're a lot more than that. Flexibility, hip mobility, all the stuff, right? Because if I don't do that, my back's going to jam up and I'm going to be sidelined. Okay. But now, after, I don't know, 3+ weeks of it, I just grab the water and drop down on the floor. And there's been more days where I don't feel like doing it than days when I do, but I'm stacking them up, And over time, I'm building core strength and building some resilience with my back, especially with what we have going on now. I have to be able to move. Okay. So everything gets easier when you stack those days. Yeah. What's up, Dad? That's when everything changes, for me anyway. When I just kind of break it down day by day, let's head down and pushing. Like if I'm in a race, I remember late in my marathons or Ironmans, I'm looking at the 3 feet in front of me. I just want to stack that up. Good morning, Elizabeth Greer. Yeah, just looking at the 3 feet in front of you. I get that we have to take a 30,000 foot view, but on the daily, in the micro, just look at the 3 feet in front of you. Okay. All right. When I stopped trying to do everything, started focusing on just winning the day, things got a little simpler, right? And it takes the stress out of it too. Like I look around at the project, I'm like, oh, we got this dog kennel thing we got to straighten. We got hundreds of feet of like fencing and some chain link stuff with gates and things. It's all going down the road. But I look at it and I'm like, man, that's a day. That's a day. That's a weekend. But I'm like, today we're going to knock out this nasty old sunroom. That's what I'm going to focus on, doing it well. Good morning, Dustin Hippensteel. What's happening? All right. So let's get back to the accountability gap, right? We've been working on closing this, but it doesn't happen overnight. It closes when you stack enough days where you do what you say and what you did matches what you said you were going to do, right? Just do what you say you're going to do. Call it out. Make it public. All right. Let me ask you this simple one. Did you win yesterday? I was just talking to Dustin this morning. I said, win the day, right? Did you win yesterday? We did. 100%. Would I have liked to get more done? Of course. But did I stagger back here at 5 or 6 o'clock at night completely trashed? Yeah. Won the day. Okay. Are you going to win today? We're going to. We already know what we're going to do today. I got a couple calls later in the day. Edge live call at 5 p.m. today. For those of you in the group, those of you thinking about joining, Okay. Did you win yesterday? Are you going to win today? Or are you just going to wait for Monday again? I'll get that going. I'll get that going on Monday. Hey, Andrea. Ooh, computer issues. That's why we have the rewind. Oop, laundry's done. Yeah, we talk about that shift, right? Shift your focus and define what a win looks like today. Have you ever just sat down, like I have my book here? I got my book, and each day in this book, I write what the wins were for yesterday and what a win looks like today for today. And tomorrow I'll look at that and go, well, wow, I wrote down what I thought a win would look like for yesterday, but here's what actually happened. And some of it's right on. Maybe we pivoted and did something else. The fact is I'm tracking it and I'm looking at it. Okay. All right. I want to define what a win looks like today. Not this week, not this month, not this year. Okay. Today. And then I'm going to go execute. And that's what we're going to do today. Okay. So tomorrow we wrap this up, bring everything together, right? I'm going to close that accountability gap for good. If you really want to work hard on closing it, hit us up tonight on the Edge Live. Starts at 5. Okay. Guys, you don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. Just keep stacking the days. 480, I don't know, 7 or 8 days. I kind of get tired of counting it now. I just check in every week or 10 days and I do some math and go, oh, it's day 480 something. It's just become what I do. It's who I am. And I've tied it to my identity. I go live every day at 8. Most of the time, Roy. Sometimes I have to go early and piss Roy off. We love you, buddy. Yeah, just be consistent and stack the days. So that's what I wanted to leave you guys with today. Ask yourself, what's a win look like for you today? Did you win yesterday? Are you going to win today? Or are you going to wait till Monday and hit that reset button again? Don't do that. All right. Before I go, obviously, I just want to remind you of the Edge Live. I mentioned it a couple times. Today is our second call. Say we do 3 calls a month, 1 personal, 1 business, and 1 office hours. Today's the business one. Okay. I'll save you hitting the link, guys. It's $249 a month. Jump in. Okay. You think that if you think you like these calls, we go even deeper on those calls. Ask Jess. She'll tell you. Go even deeper. Okay. Get on the call. We're coming for you. Okay. We're going to have some accountability. If you're listening to this and you're tired of starting and stopping and having good days and then falling off or getting a little bit of momentum, that's why I created it, guys. That's why it's there. Thanks, Jess. Yeah. Get in the room. Because like stacking days doesn't happen by accident. It happens with structure. It happens with accountability. It happens when you're in a room where people are actually doing the work. All right. So on the inside, okay, we do focus on what a win looks like for the day and the week. We do ask you, did you execute? We do ask you what needs to happen next. Okay. If you want to build real momentum, start stacking days. Come inside the Edge Live with us. And I'll leave you alone with that. Okay. Thanks for listening. Guys, thanks for sharing it out. I appreciate it. We're headed over to the house here shortly. Going to get some stuff done. Going to do a little chainsaw run, I think, today. So trim up some things out back. We want to be outside today. So hopefully the dumpster will come. We'll get that swapped out. Fire up the twactor, and do some things. So see you at 5. Looking forward to a productive conversation. Well, there you go. Dave Brackett just jumped in this week. So, guys, even though he did, I'd still like you to. I told him to behave himself. I'm just kidding. Dave always adds a lot to the conversation. Dave, I appreciate you having the confidence in me and jumping in and adding to the community. So thank you. And I hope those tan khakis are getting ironed up really good right about. Oh, it's kind of late. You probably got that done. I don't watch many of these back, but I was watching this morning. I was watching and commenting and changing the thing on YouTube and all that. And it came up to the spot where I was giving you a hard time yesterday about your golf game. And I just found myself sitting here laughing by myself. Anyway, so no dad jokes today, though. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Please share it out. Thank you for being here. Again, if you don't like sharing it on your page, just send it to somebody at a DM. Ask yourself who could use to be here, who would benefit from it. Do they have to be a contractor or a pond builder or an entrepreneur? Nah. somebody that maybe is leading people, somebody that's leading their family, who wants to get better at life. We have a business focus. We got a life focus. All right. Good morning, Rick. How are you? Good to see you. Whew. Anyway, the lake looks inviting. I call it a lake. I'm just going to call it a lake. All right. It's a pond, but I always just say lake. 2 loons came by today with, I think it was a baby loon, whatever you call those, a loonette. I don't know. What are you wearing? Khakis. Khakis. Oh, your khakis. Where are my khakis? Ma, where's my khakis? Oh, shoot. Rachel, that's funny. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm gone. I love y'all. Have a fantastic day. Do something for someone else. And if there's something I can do for you, please hit me with a DM. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.